Bienvenidos a todos. Bienvenidos al Tulip Trade Event.
Welcome to Jan de Wit en Zonen. My name is Jan de Wit.
I'm Dirk Jan de Wit.
And we have a beautiful show this year with many varieties, and as a special element in our show we have invited the school.
We have invited the studies of bloom, groen and styling from Vonk University. They did all the flower arrangements here. Among all are centered around the tulips. As you can see, there are multiple arrangements and a special notice about all the very old equipment they used in the tulip cultivation. This machine's from over 90 years ago. It was used for planting tulips, and Rianne, student of Bloemgroen from Vonk, made a wonderful piece out of this machine, among all the others. We would like to thank Vonk, especially Alisa, Daisy, Jana, Laura, Vanja, Roos and Rianne, who made all these wonderful arrangements.
Yeah. So you see that it's really beautiful. Different varieties of tulips are included. They made nice mixtures. You see the bulbs remaining in the baskets as growing on the water, on the hydroponic. They made very nice arrangements also with the trees, with all different parts, and then of course our old parts, our old baskets used for many years, a weight tool. As in the past, the bulbs were weighted very much. Instead of now, everything is done by the numbers. So we are very grateful that they have made these beautiful decorations.
Vamos a continuar como este video. Vamos a ver a las variedades en morado y en rosa. Como esta mañana con Katia y Nico. Y vamos todo atrás a las variedades de moradas. Aquí puedes ver nuestra pirámide de los tulipanes con todas las diferentes variedades que hemos mostrado por hidroponía y por suelo, pero en esta vez en los vasos.
Yeah, so we are demonstrating here in the vases, and we have them on the hydroponic and on the soil. You see many different varieties in different colors, different shapes. The fringed ones, the double one, double fringed, the lily flowering type, the crown flowering type, all the types are included. Here you see another nice arrangement together with the bulbs. Yesterday we had a nice start with a pre-party of our event. We had visitors from China, from Kazakhstan, from Ukraine, from different countries. They were very enthusiastic, and especially the Chinese people asked, "Yeah, Jan, why don't they cut off the bulbs? This is what kind of decoration this is." But this is very nice to keep the longer vase life. And the student explained that she wanted to make visible that the tulip flowers originally come from the bulbs, so that it's a part of the whole decoration. And she did a very nice job by that.
Aquí puedes ver todos los buquetas con los bulbos. La estudianta de Vonk ha dicho, ¿por qué quieres implementar el bulbo también? Porque quiero mostrar que todos los tulipanes vienen por un bulbo. Y es muy buena cosa, por supuesto.
Here you see the parrot type, the cabana, together with the negligee and Mickey Chic. Antarctica, double white, North Cap.
Pienso que empezamos por aquí, por los morados, y movamos al principio a más oscuro, después regresamos y movamos a las variedades rosas.
So today we focus on the purple one and the pink one. I heard
Purple and the pink ones.
Yeah. Okay. Here we have Crush. The first one, that's a very new variety. That's a new introduction.
Part of the Tulico group. Crush comes from the Tulico group, beautiful purple ones, quite new still, but as all the Tulico groups are firstly tested on water, you can see how wonderful they look
Yeah.
on the water.
They are focused especially for the cut flower forcing. And this one has not yet been introduced in the commercial growing, as far as I know. And the same with Lavena. This is more, dark pink.
It's another one from the Tulico group, of course.
Yeah.
Very lovely color. Y al lado de esto tenemos First Life, muy buena tulipán con botones tan grandes.
Yeah, this is very popular with a very big flower, a strong stem. It's very popular in many countries in Eastern Europe. We get a lot of repeat orders for this First Life variety.
Aquí tenemos Margarita, bastante viejo.
Yeah, that's a very early variety. This is one of the few varieties which we also still have from the Zeeland area. And the double ones are very popular nowadays in many countries, the peony flowering. And Margarita is one of the early varieties for that.
Aquí tenemos Purple Desire, una de las mejores variedades que tenemos en nuestra exhibición. A este momento es una combinación de Purple Principante.
Now that I'm not sure about the breeding, but I know this is a big hit. It is very early. We get this is introduced commercially, and all the growers who have had this variety want almost 10 times more. So they are very enthusiastic about the quick growing, the nice upstanding leaves, the big flower, the good plant. It's really.
Katja would say it's an XXL tulip.
Yes. Yeah, that's a very promising variety. Purple Sky, that's a double one. Double purple, that's a little bit later. That's also a very useful variety. The doubles are very popular nowadays.
Y al lado de esto tenemos Ozone, una muy buena variedad con un color particular.
Yeah, that's a little bit a later variety that you can also see here. Ozone takes more time for the growing.
It's possible to have it flowering around the half of February.
Yeah. Here we have San Luis. It's the first one of the San series.
Beautiful flower, as you can see, it has the lovely, somewhat bluish leaves, which gives it a nice contrast with the purple.
And it's also good for the water forcing. Eh?
Yeah, you can have it.
Both water forcing and it's one of the quicker.
You can have it flowering around the end of February.
Purple Crystal.
Purple Crystal.
That's another
Nice.
fringed purple variety. That's already a little bit older. It's quite useful. We use quite a lot for the late forcing, of course.
Y al lado de esto tenemos Barracuda. Barracuda también es una variedad del grupo Tulico que es también posible para crecerlos bastante tempranos y es una variedad exclusiva de Jan de Witte Zon.
Yeah, this is our exclusive variety, Barracuda. Very early, very quick, very useful variety, and we use for quite some years already. Purple Eye, that's a little bit a later variety. That's a useful purple variety.
You can have it flowering around the end of January at the earliest. Don't do it any earlier. And besides that, you have a super variety, Bullet. Of course, very useful, lovely, purple, and also has the yellow, the bluish leaves.
Yeah.
That makes it look very healthy.
Yeah, that's a very popular variety, and good results, heavy plants.
And after that, we move on to some other fringed purple ones. First, we have Gorilla, very good for forcing compared to the other ones.
Gorilla, Labrador. Yeah.
These are a little bit more darker, almost a burgundy color of purple. Gorilla has a little bit more height to it than, for example, Labrador. And Gorilla is good for forcing.
Nou ja, a little bit general explanation. The flower pry here we see Alison Bradley, also a double one. And the doubles have, also in Holland they get very good flower prices on the flower market. This year the flower market is historically good. The flower prices are almost double from normal. That's unique. And that gives also a big, that's of course not only for Holland, but also for Europe, because Holland is growing about over 2 billion tulip flowers, but they are exported all over Europe. So if the flower prices in Holland are good, basically they are good all over Europe. The flowers, that we also hear from our customers from the surrounding countries. So that gives a very positive atmosphere on the market. And that makes us all very happy. If we can make money from the flowers, that is the most important to continue our business successfully.
We have Rushka. Rushka is one of the new champion varieties for purple. Very long stem, you can force it from early to late, although in the later stage it has a little bit more leaves than at the early stage.
Yeah, it's a very quick variety, big flower, heavy plant. This is also, like Dirk-Jan said, champion variety. When we introduce it, all the customers want more quantity. San Clemente, it's another one of the San series. So each San variety, they have their own characteristics. It's a kind of series, but there are no mutations. They are breeding, they have crossing, so the flower size is different, the growing characteristics are different. So each variety is individual.
Besides that, we have Embrace. Tenemos Embrace, una otra variedad muy buena, bastante nuevo. Morado, que me parece muy bien por ambos. Es una variedad remarkable y es especialmente bien por la cultivación del hidroponía.
Fortress, a heavy plant. Fortress sometimes can have the characteristic that it's flowering a little bit inside the leaves, so it needs enough cooling to give a good height. But it has a big flower, a big plant. It's a very useful variety.
Aquí tenemos Fortress y Fortress tiene una característica que se puede florar al dentro de las hojas y por eso necesita suficiente temporada de frío para crecer el tulipán y darlo más altura.
Destination, another purple variety.
Aquí tenemos Destination, es una otra variedad de morado y puedes ver que tenemos bastante variedades en morado. Hay muchas nuevas variedades en morado porque pues la demanda por morado también se crece.
So you can see here we have World Bowl. That's a little bit more compact, double variety. Also very nice flower, nice double, many petals, but it also needs enough cooling to get enough height.
Aquí tenemos World Bowl, es un otro doble y como se puede ver se necesita bastante periódica de frío para crecer el flor más alto.
Purple Raven or Raven. That's a rather late purple variety, but strong flower, strong plant, good upstanding leaves.
Color a bit like Barcelona.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to. San Cristina, also a nice sun variety. But yeah, the time will teach which varieties will really be successful on the long term, and that's the combination of the cut flower growing characteristics and also the bulb growing characteristics, of course.
Aquí tenemos San Cristina, es uno de los Sun Series y también se puede ver, todos los Sun Series no tienen las características lo mismo, no son mutantes, son crossings
Amadea, that is also a very popular variety, very heavy plant, big flowers, big stem, very popular in Eastern Europe.
Amadea es una otra variedad particular buena que tiene muy buena altura y muy buena flor. En general se crece muy bien.
Double price, a good light purple variety. But with purple price you have to be careful for the leaves, that you have good ventilation and a controlled humidity so that the plants will stay healthy.
Aquí tenemos Purple Price es una otra doble, pero este es muy buena, que tiene muy buena ventilación, especialmente cerca de las hojas, porque tiene la problema de hojas de agua.
Here we have Imago. That's a new Tulico variety, I think. Eh?
Yeah.
Big flower, strong plant.
Y al lado de eso tenemos uno de los favoritos en Rumania que se llama Mosni. La única por Mosni que no tenemos problemas. Mosni tiene muchos problemas por fusarium y por eso no continuamos con esta variedad.
Yeah, that's a little bit a pity because it's a beautiful flower and we get a lot of demand. It's very popular on the market. The consumers in Eastern Europe, they love this variety for the nice color, the big plant, but unfortunately for the bulb characteristics, it's a very difficult variety. And not only Mosni, but the bulb quality. And talking about the bulb quality, we just explained a little bit about the flower prices in the flower market. On the other hand, the bulb production this year is very difficult. Last year was already a problem with poor harvest results, about 20% less. We miss about 1 billion tulips on the market. That's also one of the reasons of the higher flower price, that there are less tulips on the market. But also the fusarium problems were very serious. So the planted acreage is 460 hectare down. That's about 4%. But the bulbs which are planted, also the quality is a little bit doubtful.
Al lado de esto tenemos alguna información sobre las características del mercado por los tulipanes, como hemos explicado en vídeos antes, que la situación en Holanda durante el periodo de plantación fue bastante difícil, por eso perdimos más o menos 1 billón de los tulipanes y todavía no sabemos cómo está la calidad de los bulbos, ya están en el suelo y necesitamos esperar para los resultados.
In the meantime, we show you Ocean Drive, San Stefano, Newcastle, and here is San Rafael.
It's another one of the Sun series, of course. This one's a little bit smaller, stays a little bit more in the leaves. Yeah. There's a particular nice color combination. Besides that, we have Affaire, one of the chameleon tulips. It starts, as you can see, it starts white in the bud stage, and it transforms. The more it gets older, the more the purple edge grows.
Yeah, and at the end it's almost a purple variety.
Al lado de eso tenemos Paradero, muy bueno color, que en general está muy buena.
Yeah, last night also our customers from Ukraine and from Kazakhstan, they showed several pictures of Paradero growing in the nice conditions in their greenhouse, the good demand, but the disadvantage of Paradero is that it's a little bit a shorter tulip. And besides Paradero you see Argos. It's a little bit a similar color, but still, yeah, many people prefer Paradero as the color, but Argos has a better height, has a better volume, a nice plant, easy to grow, rather quick, and a very safe variety.
Besides that, we have Ivanka, a rather new variety. We tried it, and we had it last year for the first time in commercial sizes, and we had some very good comments from our customers about relating to Ivanka.
Yeah, We also saw it in Japan in the greenhouse on the water hydroponic. And although the color is not really a Japan color, still the growing was very good and the characteristics are also good. So that's a useful variety.
Here we have Barcelona, good old Barcelona. Barcelona has a lot of problems currently with the bulb quality for TBV. Luckily we've got a good lot, so our Barcelonas are still being able to export it all around the world. It's still a lovely variety. The only issues in the Dutch market are that it has a lot of issues with TBV.
Now, and like you say, we have a good lot of the Barcelona, and that shows if we are focusing on varieties, the good varieties and the good lots, but if you can only use a limited number of lots, then the quantity is also limited. So we get a huge demand for the Barcelona, as it has a very good reputation from the past, but there are only a few lots, so the availability is very limited. So that's a little bit disappointing to fulfill the demand for such a variety.
Here we have Jumbo Pink, good old Jumbo Pink. Good for early forcing, strong, nice pink tulip.
Yeah, that's the earliest pink one. You can use them for December flowering, end of December flowering. It's growing quick. It has the good balance. It has enough height. The color is a little bit too dark for certain countries. They prefer the softer pink colors, but for the characteristics and the availability also, this is one of the favorites. Here we have Pink Majesty, that's a newer one. That also growing quite well in good height, good condition.
Good for early forcing.
Yeah.
Besides that we have Pink Ardour, which is one of the quickest growing varieties on acreage in the Netherlands. Very special pink color.
Yeah, it's a very good, it's a good variety, it's a useful variety, like Dirk Jan said. This is in a big acreage, it's a big availability. Yeah, one of the disadvantages is that the flower is a little bit small. Yeah, and the color is a little bit dark. So for pink, not all the countries can accept Pink Ardour. And the bulb price is still reasonable. That's also important nowadays. Pink Payado.
It's also a new pink one.
Yeah, week 47, so that's not such an early one.
Besides that we got one of the most popular colors demanded from Eastern Europe, which is the soft pink or apricot color.
Yeah. Now, not only Eastern Europe. Today we will have a visitor from Korea, and he asked for 100,000 of this variety. The variety is already limited because of the acreage, the production, the fields are limited. But unfortunately the grower informed us last Friday that they have big water damage problems in this variety. And that we hear also from other growers, and then suddenly 20, 30, 40% of the availability is reduced. So, and that's really a very serious situation now. So I have a close contact with our growers, and also with our customers, so to inform them about the actual situation. And yeah, that's very disappointing, of course, and not only disappointing, but even it costs a lot of money for the people, and our customers are almost sometimes angry with us. Van Jan, why don't you offer more bulbs of these popular varieties?
We have Flaming Prince. Not Flaming Flag. This is a sport of Purple Prince. This time it's flaming, so that's the same characteristic of Purple Prince.
Yeah, so that means earlier than Flaming Flag. This is a similar color combination.
We have Crunchy Commons, Crocodile Tulip.
Yeah, this has one of the strongest fringed. It's almost like a crocodile. Some people told me. This is a sport of cummins. It's a very exclusive variety. It's also a high price, but it's really unique in the strong fringe type. Libraille. This is A very nice variety. There are not so many purple-white varieties. It has a clear white edge. It has the good color combination. It has the good height, and it's rather early. So this is a useful variety.
Al lado de esto tenemos San Martín, otro de los serios San. Este tiene un color morado más oscura, que es muy buena como los otros.
San Martin is one of the better varieties in the San series, that it has a good height, a stable production and rather quick growing. So this is doing very well. And you see the colors are a little bit in the same range of purple, purple white, red white. Kisha, yeah, that's a good variety for Eastern Europe, heavy plant, strong stem, big flower. That's very useful. Now we move on to the pink ones. Here we have Mariage, a double pink variety, nice soft pink, very useful.
Aquí tenemos Mariage. Muchos de nuestros clientes piden el Dreamer.
Yeah,
el Mariage también es un muy buen sustituto para el Dreamer si el Dreamer no está disponible.
There are several soft pink double varieties nowadays on the market. Here we have our exclusive variety Pink Magic, doing very well. We got many nice pictures from Eastern Europe with beautiful ladies, and the beautiful quality of the Pink Magic is really one of the favorites. It starts a little bit apricot color and later it colors pink. And in many countries they like that color combination and that color development as a very unique characteristic on the market. Laser Game.
Tenemos Laser Game, un otro muy especial en rosa, con una forma de flores muy especial que se puede crecer muy buena.
Yeah, we get a good demand for this Laser Game. Gabriella, that's a very old variety already, but it's still very useful and very good in the soft pink color. But it's also limited availability. There are not so many growers and we need the good quality bulbs. And here we have one of the new favorites, that's Signum, with a big flower, early growing, nice plant. But unfortunately the bulb production is very small still.
Aquí tenemos Signum, y Signum es muy popular por todo el mundo, es una nueva variedad por este color rosa. Desafortunadamente la producción de los bulbos todavía está bastante bajo, entonces las bulbos no entran en el mercado muy rápido.
Yeah, it's one of the varieties that if we introduce them to the customers, we get multiple demand in the next years, and that is of course the purpose. Here we have Matchmaker. Also a little bit older variety. Yeah, that's also a pity that such variety is suffering from the virus. The virus is another problem in the bulb production. It's not only the water, but year by year about 3% less lots are suitable for class 1 production. So, and it's still about 30 or 35% of the varieties of the lots have the virus-free is class 1 certificate. So I visited a meeting this winter and then they explained if this trend continues in the coming 10 years we will not have any class 1 lots anymore. So that's really a very difficult situation for the tulip production.
Aquí tenemos Milkshake, muy buena variedad en rosa, muy fuerte y muy buena forma de flor. Al lado de esto, en pasado tenemos Pink Twist, que también es un buen sustituto. Y las variedades parecidas al Milkshake.
Yeah, Milkshake is one of the new favorites. It's doing very well and it's one of the main pink varieties. But also for Milkshake with the Fusarium, we need to focus on the good growers and therefore the availability is limited. And that's with Anaconda. That's a very sad story because Yeah, here it also looks very nice. For the cut flower it's okay, but for the bulb production with the fusarium problems, it is almost finished, that variety.
Tenemos Ace Pink, bastante lento.
Yeah, that's a very late variety. That's very useful and very strong, very good vase life. That's often with the late varieties, they have a long vase life. But
can't force it too early, otherwise it stays quite short.
Yeah.
You need a bit of length to it.
Pink Experience. This is a selection from Christmas Dream. The soft pink color. That's still very popular in Japan. Pink Experience has a little bit a darker stem and the darker leaves. And yeah, it's depending a little bit on the growers to have the good growing results. Acropolis. That's also a heavy plant. It's a good 5 degrees tulips.
Tenemos Acropolis, que es muy buena por 5 grados, muy popular en, por ejemplo, México. Muy buena color y la forma de flor está muy buena también.
Carola, good old Carola. Yeah, that is still available in the nice quantities. It's a useful variety. It's pink, but the color is, unfortunately, is not meeting the real expectations.
Unfortunately, we have to stop now. We've reached our limit. Of course, you can watch us again tomorrow. You can watch Nico and Katja again tomorrow, who will focus on the white and the yellow varieties. We'll delve into the red and yellow and the orange varieties.
And of course also the remaining pink ones, because here I have CZ, Muscovy, we have still Tresor, many nice to come, but of course we warmly invite you to visit us in real life. We expect many visitors today, therefore we started a little bit early, and thanks for watching us. Welcome your likes, your questions, your contacts, everything is welcome, and we always try to give you the good answers and the positive offers, although it's a complicated market situation.
Thank you. Muchas gracias a todos para ver y vamos a ver ustedes mañana. Chao, chao.
Okay, bye bye.